Hey guys, Chapter 5 here with episode number 32 of our Wolfsburg career on FIFA 20. We're kicking it off, taking on Hoffenheim. We beat them 4-1, 2 goals for Zaracho, 2 goals for Osimhen, Dabur with the goal for them. Unfortunately in that process though, Martinez did pick up a slight knock. He's going to be out for 2 to 3 weeks, so it's not the worst. We then go on to play Union Berlin. Taking them on, we beat them 4-0. Zielinski with 2, Osimhen with 1, Weghorst came on and got a goal for himself as well. Not too bad, we're performing really well. But before we get deep into this episode, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. We already hit the 700 subscriber mark a couple of days ago, and we're very slowly getting our way up to 800. So thank you if you have subscribed. If you haven't, click the button down below. It's going to be that FIFA content. And yeah, we're going through the youth academies. We've got a couple of good players here and there. A lot of goalkeepers. So we are just going to reject most goalkeepers that come on from now on. As we go to the Europa League, we're taking on Porto away from home. We're going to simulate this with the rotated side. We draw 1-1. Osimhen came on and got the goal. Pereira got the goal for them, also coming on off the bench. Pretty action-packed final 10 minutes there. As we go into the Bundesliga, we return to gameplay action. Match day number 22. We are taking on Leverkusen, who play a very attacking 3 at the back formation. A couple of signings they've made. Gertz has joined for them. Rashia. They've got Alaba at the back. I think they signed him last season. But it's a very strong side. They seem to have got rid of Ilicic, who was very good against us last season. But 3 minutes into this game, Kai Havertz from out wide whips the ball across. Pichler comes out and punches it away nicely. But Palacios right back out to Havertz, probably their best player. Brilliant free ball back to Palacios. Great save by Pichler. We don't get the ball away correctly. Havertz has a chance. That's blocked. And then another chance by Palacios. But thankfully for ourselves, he was offside. And even if he wasn't, Pichler made a really nice save. As we reach the quarter-hour mark as Schläger receives the ball from Wijnaldum, he continues his run really nicely. But eventually the ball first finds Zaracho, but Hladecki with a great save. Not the best of kind of catches. He misses the catch. But thankfully he had a very experienced David Alaba in behind him to clear that one away. Nicely done. But with 2 minutes into the second half, Rashia finds Palacios out wide. He's got men in the middle to aim at, obviously, and he skips past Wijnaldum really nicely. Free space to whip it across. Lindelof and Ake run into each other, and Pichler with another great reaction save on a Havertz shot. We're so thankful for Pichler right now. He has kept us in this game, definitely. As Zimbabwe heads the ball across, it's going to find Gilavogi in the middle. We're on the hour mark, and he's made a really nice ball through to Zaracho. Zaracho through to Osimhen. He's quicker than Bender. He's got more skills than Bender. He sends him to the shops. He cuts inside, and he tucks the ball into the back of the net. Past Hladecki, 1-0, and we're just past the hour mark, so we've still got time to add to that. 6-7 minutes in. Leon Bailey does really nicely to keep that one in, but you can see how tired he is. You can see how tired their whole squad is. Obviously, with 3 at the back, the whole team has to put in a shift. Thankfully for us, we've got people covering each other. And as you can see, a fresh Jonathan David just skips past their whole defence. He's one-on-one with the goalkeeper. All he's got to do is tuck it past and he hits the post. So unfortunate. But that's absolutely fine. We're still winning. And we can still have time to add on to this one. As Osimhen, he's just going to do the exact same trick here. Plays through Jonathan David. He's quicker than Alaba. And he's got more stamina than Alaba. He's also got a ferocious shot. But rather unselfishly, he plays it across to Osimhen, his strike partner. 2-0, 2 goals for Osimhen. And, how unselfish is that? Could have scored himself after hitting the post earlier. But instead he decides to play it across to his teammate, his best friend. And he makes it 2-0, securing ourselves the victory as we go into the game against Porto in the Europa League. We're playing the backup side because this is on Thursday. We only had a couple of days rest. And it seems to work out quite nicely. It's 26 minutes in. Bracalo breaks through the backline. He's one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and he strikes it really nicely. But the keeper, as we know from last season, made a really nice save to deny us. They went on to win the header, but they give the wall away again, trying to clear it upfield. Gilavogi takes it down, plays it to Barco. Barco's going to play it centrally to Gerhardt. Gerhardt turns, finds Barco. Barco finds Weghorst. Weghorst finds Bracalo. Turns his man once again. He's going to strike it, but once again, the keeper does make a save, denying us the chance of getting another goal in this tie. Obviously, we've already got the away goal that was scored in the simulated game. We do want to kind of add to that, just to have that safety net in case they score. And they're having a nice attacking chance here as Kattenbach, our rotation left back, heads the ball, but not to one of our players, to an opposition player, and they still have possession of the ball, and they still have a chance to counter-attack us here as Manafa out wide. He's got men in the middle to aim at, and he does so really nicely as Luis Diaz gets the right side of his man in Wagnerman, and he heads it into the back of the net, past Romero, and that is not good. They've now got the away goal. They're now 2-1 up. So if we score, this one may have to go to extra time, but straight from kickoff. Katabach plays it centrally to Vegos. He loses up the ball to Macano, but then he plays up to Luis Diaz. They could have scored a quick-fire double against us, thankfully for the interception by our young centre-back. And Barco backheels it to Bracalo, one-on-one with the goalkeeper. The third time lucky, he tucks it into the back of the net. He makes it 1-1 on the night, 2-2 on aggregate. If this game stays level for the next 30 minutes, we will be going to extra time and potentially penalties. And you know how good we are at penalties? We're not. We're piss poor. As David, you can see we've got a couple of new faces up top. Kraft and Jonathan David. As David tried to play it through to Kraft, the youngster, but eventually Kraft plays it through to Jonathan David, stops, cuts it back inside. He wasn't picked up by Pepe or Marcano, two experienced centre-backs, and they didn't pick him up. He makes it 2-1, and we're now leading the tie. Thanks to the youngster, making his debut off the bench. Thanks to Jonathan David, once again providing the assist. The playmaking from Jonathan David this season and last season has been incredible. As we win this one 2-1, 3-2 on aggregate, we go through to the next round, where we will play a mystery team that will be revealed in the next episode, boys. I'm not going to ruin it. But the final game to end off this episode, we are taking on Bayern München in the league at home, thankfully for ourselves. But it's always going to be a tough one playing them. But Jonathan David loves scoring against them. Osimhen's on fine form. We're hopefully looking to win this one, continue our pursuit of Borussia Dortmund, and maybe even win the league this season. But 17 minutes in, Muller plays the ball across to Goretzka, takes it in his stride nicely. He's got a man ahead of him in Lewandowski. First time strikes straight at Pichler though, denying him the chance of going up in this game. 25 minutes in, Koeman to his fellow Frenchman in Hernandez. Not continuing his run down the wing, allowing the space for Hernandez to run into. 3 men in the middle to aim at, gets none of them, but we head it right to Lewandowski with another great reaction save by Pichler. Denies them the chance, and it's still 0-0. He wants to keep his clean sheet in this game, as Goretzka skips past Zielinski, cross to the back post. Lewandowski knocks it down to Gnabry, he hits the post. Another chance, straight into the path of Pichler. Into the second half, 10 minutes into the second half here. Zielinski wins the ball and finds Schläger. Schläger finds Sriracha. The man is making his run in Osimhen, but instead he goes for David. David then lays it across to Zielinski, who's been another great signing this season. Men in the middle to aim at. He's just going to dribble around, find his space, finds Sriracha on the edge of the box. He's going to look to turn PK. Didn't quite work out, but Martinez finds Muller. He finds David. David, what did I say at the beginning? He loves to score against Bayern Munich. And just before the hour mark, Jonathan David, the Canadian sensation, scores, puts us up, and we are loving life right now. If we can hold on to this, that'll be epic. I don't know why I said that, but yeah. I think we've already played Bayern this season and we beat them, so if we can do the double over Bayern, it'll just show our kind of, I don't know what the word is, our strength this season. I can't think of the word, but from a corner it's whipped across, headed away by Osimhen, falls to Gnabry. First shot, he gets blocked off by Sriracha. Second shot on his right foot, tucks it in at the near post past Pichler. No clean sheet today, unfortunately. Goes over, does his trademark stirring the pot celebration, and the former Arsenal Youth Academy player makes it 1-1 with a cheeky little nutmeg there by Sriracha, as we look to counter and score another goal as Schläger finds Osimhen. Osimhen finds Jonathan David. If he can get a second goal against Bayern, they will definitely be the team he loves to play, but he can't quite hold off Sula, but he skips in, steals the ball from him, and then strikes it in at that exact same post he scored the first goal against Neuer. 2-1, he doubles his goal tally. He's got the brace here against Bayern, runs over to the camera, thanks the Wolfsburg fans, and we're back in front. He stripped Sula of that ball so easily. And it's a joy to see these two up top because they work so well together as Sriracha. Dave plays the ball through to David. David finds Schläger. Back through to Sriracha. Quick pass in against this pretty slow defence. We are working really well. Skips past PK right to the byline. Going to cut back inside. Dinks it across the back post. And a beautiful bicycle kick by Victor Osimhen. And our Canadian, our Nigerian and our Argentinian, our front three, are working so well together this season as we win this game 3-1. We continue our pursuit on Borussia Dortmund. We are on level points with them this season. Hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you have, please like, subscribe, and peace.